This is my first layoff round I've experienced, and I can tell you that it's awful.
Okay, I think everyone's in the call right now.
I'm training the AI to replace my job.
AWS is down.
We need some sort of distraction for everybody. Anything new on YouTube?
My goal today is to have a very productive, focused work day and get as much of my project done as I can because I have deadlines approaching. There's a lot to catch up on. Last week, Amazon servers went down. It was a huge mess. I think billions of dollars were lost. Today, we have only one meeting, just my stand-up. So let's get started.
I realized last night that at this rate, I will never finish all the work I have to do. What work? What work? What work, she asks.
I actually haven't done much implementation for my solo project for a while because I've just had a few interruptions. I can't really give away exactly what I'm doing for my project, but for some context, my team works on internal Amazon accounting tools. I'm gonna start with adding some more tests to my project, but first, I have my meeting to get to. Hi.
Hey Sarah, how's it going?
Good, how are you? Okay, I think everyone's in the call right now, so we can get started on stand-up. So for me, I finished the glue job implementation. I've got the batch done. I just need to add testing, and I'll get the CR out for that today.
The simples fix sound rather quickly. I added some extra logs for visibility. Yesterday I was on call, so I'll go over the tickets and updates at the end of the meeting.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, so today I'm mostly working on writing test cases for the glue jobs. A lot of the code was written a while ago by another engineer who's currently out of office at the moment, so I decided that I was going to print out all the CSV test cases that they wrote and then just manually figure out, oh, okay, these 3 lines aggregated to these lines, and then draw it out because I just couldn't picture it based on what I was seeing in the code.
What are we doing? What in God's name are we doing? What? Our lives! What kind of lives are these?
The weather in Vancouver has not been very nice lately. It's currently pouring outside, but it honestly makes it easier to work. I don't feel as much FOMO as I do when it's sunny outside. It's also reflective of the morale at work lately. When the seasons start to change, I notice that things start to get more low, especially with the news about the layoffs, which I will go into more depth later in the video. I've been feeling quite burnt out and tired. I really hope it's just a passing feeling and I can recharge and come back stronger, but lately I've been feeling less motivated at work. I think I should start picking up hobbies again, maybe craft a bit, maybe sign up for some workout classes, but I'm definitely procrastinating that as well.
Last week, Amazon had one of their biggest outages. The servers were down. So many big companies like Duolingo, Snapchat, Roblox could not connect to the servers. A lot of higher up people were very stressed out, but luckily my team's not AWS, so I didn't experience like the brunt of everything that happened. I just woke up and I have a ton of messages from people saying that AWS is down and there's like a huge outage. I even saw the YouTube comments and I got a bunch of comments like, why can't I see Duolingo like fix this? I'm very glad that I'm not on call right now. I'm sure it's like chaos because I was looking through the Slack channel for a second and there's just like so many messages. People saying like their services are down, everything is down. Oh man, hopefully it'll be fixed when I wake up in the morning. The night that the servers went down, actually I noticed that I could not turn off any of my smart lights. That was one of the 8 million reported problems of this server error. I wish I could show you some of the Amazon internal channels. There were some really funny memes going around and there's just so many people being like, oh my god, this isn't working, like what is this? And then the comment would just be like, the LSE that's going on, the large scale event, did you guys like not hear about it? Amazon released a statement of what happened. Basically a bug deleted the address to one of Amazon's core databases, so a bunch of companies were not able to connect to their data and their storage systems, and obviously that caused a ton of problems. Our teams on call got like 30 sub-2s because of this issue, and it was just this whole mess. I think everything is back to normal now and we can all get back to work.
I can't finish all this and sleep at the same time.
You have to sleep. It's what keeps you pretty.
Who cares if I'm pretty if I fail my finals?
Oh, okay, you've got this so completely backwards.
I'm just fixing some of my code because it's not building right now, so this should take me about 30 minutes. I don't know about you, but I've had the worst sleep schedule. I've been going to bed so late every single day, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And I think it's because of TikTok. Every time I'll like watch TikTok to go to bed and I'm being so overstimulated, and then now I'm like regretting my decision so bad. I'm so exhausted. I definitely need to get a coffee right now.
I need coffee.
Since I'm still in my pajamas, I'm gonna pick out a new outfit for the cafe, and I'm gonna use my app that I made last week, my outfit generator, to pick out a cute fall outfit.
You didn't happen to bring any coffee, did you, Michael?
Milk and sugar.
Wait, is this just milk and sugar?
That's what I said.
Alright, so I'm back and I have a hojicha latte. I just ate ice cube. So delicious. I feel like I'm getting my personality back. I feel the sugar going into my system. Last week I got a Vietnamese coffee and it was way too strong. I felt existential dread for the whole day and I was just filled with anxiety. So I need something a little less caffeinated and this is perfect. I'm ready to work. I've got some code to do and some tests to finish.
Let's chat about something I bet you have heard of, the work-life balance.
Right now I'm working on the test for my glue jobs. The glue jobs are basically transforming data so that they can be consumed by downstream customers. In order to write these tests, I'm actually using Amazon's internal AI tools. I asked the AI to scan all the design documents and all of the code that's already written and ask it to write a test plan. Then after the test plan looks good, I review it, make sure that everything makes sense, and then I can implement that. We are actually being encouraged to use AI at work, and there's always new tools coming out every single day to help make our work streams a lot faster. I feel like I need to learn these AI skills so I can make myself a more employable person, but also I realized that I'm training the AI to replace my job. I've noticed that I started getting better at reading code that wasn't written by me. It was really hard in the beginning because I didn't understand the context or what logic, why they were applying that, but because I've been doing it so often reviewing the AI written code, I've gotten a lot better at understanding what it's trying to do. So right now I'm working on a solo project, and at first I thought that it was going to be fun because I could take ownership and I can have my own name on it, but I'm realizing that it is really not that fun to work on a solo project for a few reasons. First reason is that it's actually really hard to get visibility and make sure that everyone knows what you're working on because I'm working by myself. No one really has context on what I'm doing. Second, it's a bit boring. It feels like I'm in school and I'm just getting like homework done. I'd like to be able to like banter off of someone, pass off ideas. At the moment, I'm getting a little bit carried away. Sometimes I'll have on-call work that carries over and then I'm just like prolonging this project, but I know if someone else was working on it, I'd feel a little bit of pressure to complete it. My project gives a little bit more coverage for a lot of the accounting data that we're giving. Can't really go into it, but that's basically what it is. Hey Google, play music.
Sure, playing Spotify.
鏡の前ピタッと並ばされてこれが永遠なって勝手に決められて柔らかい声出せるけれど返事は求められて変のやる気を結んで可愛くして喋らん方が可愛いなって言うけど名前も知らん
My mom recently came back from China and she bought me this Samo Ondo work bag, and it actually fits my 16-inch MacBook Pro. On it, I have a little Mofusan. She's a little beaver. It's so cute. Very Canadian. And then I also have a brown bow on it. And in my bag, I carry a few things. I carry my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This is what I use to film in public because sometimes I get a little bit shy. In my bag, I also have the Thursday Murder Club. I really like this book. I read it with a friend and we were discussing like, oh, who the murderer is, who we thought it was. It's a fun read and I love murder mysteries. I also recently just watched the movie. Honestly, the movie was kind of disappointing. Also, if you have any book suggestions, leave me in the comments down below. I'm thinking about reading The Three Body Problem. Let me know if that's worth it. Also, I like autobiographies, so if you have any cool autobiographies that you could recommend, I would love to read those too. I'm getting a little bit bored of sitting at my desk all day, and I'm gonna head to a cafe, get some food. I finished my test, so all I need to do is submit the CR and send out some email.
Nobody should have to go to work thinking, oh, this is the place that I might die today. That's what a hospital is for.
I'm at my favorite cafe again, and we're gonna get some work done. I ordered some food. I got a squash soup and a croissant sandwich because I'm starving. I didn't get any drink though because I already have a lot of tea to spill. See what I did there? Amazon has been in the news quite a bit recently. First, it was the outages, and then yesterday, I saw the viral news that Amazon will be laying off 30,000 corporate workers this week, which is about 10% of the workforce in offices. I didn't know any of this until my friend Christine and then my mom and my dad were sending me articles about it, and honestly, I started freaking out. Last night, I was stalking Reddit pages and Blind posts. For those who don't know, Blind is a social media for people working in tech. I was constantly refreshing these pages to see if there was any updates, if there's new information, someone with some inside scoop telling me that the layoffs were not going to happen anymore. It was honestly pretty frustrating to learn about the layoffs from the news and social media. I felt like everyone else knew about it before the people actually working at Amazon did. I was really anxious to say the least, especially because there's all sorts of things being said online from which teams would be affected and just random speculation, and even the internal Slack channels, it was pandemonium. I can sense the uncertainty in every message, and one of the Slack channels about layoff questions I had seen grow from few thousand members to 30,000. I did not get a wink of sleep last night because I was constantly refreshing my emails and making sure I didn't get a random meeting scheduled on the day with HR and get all my computer access locked out. Luckily this morning I woke up, I didn't see any abnormal emails or meetings scheduled. I got a bunch of texts from my friends though, checking in to see if I was laid off. I also made sure that none of my friends or my team had been affected either. It was interesting to go to work and not hear much chatter from my team about the layoffs. It was like it didn't happen, but I think we were all just waiting for one another to say something, but no one did. I can sense that people are still a bit on edge, and even for myself, I feel like the weight hasn't lifted yet. This is my first layoff round I've experienced, and I can tell you that it's awful, and I feel like it's not going to be the last one. But unfortunately, this is going to be the new wave when it comes to these large tech companies. I think the best thing that I can do is try to understand the market, stay on top of AI trends, update my resume with all my work contributions, and keep my technical skills sharp for interviews. Honestly, I'm not sure what more I can do, but if you have any tips, leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to read it, and I'm sure other people would too.